This is Lola Lee T.
Hey, I'm back with a recap and review of 90 Day Fiance UK Season 1, Episode 9 for me, and maybe Episode 11 for you. It's showing as Episode 9 for me. This episode is called I Will Get That Ring. I downloaded the Discovery app just so that I could do the recaps for you guys. Anyway, let's get into the recap. Let's talk about Victoria and Shaun. Victoria tells us that she was really shocked that Shaun lied to a government official, but I don't understand why she's shocked because he has not been honest with her the entire time. So why would he be honest with anyone else? She also said that she almost stopped their relationship because of that incident. And I really honestly find that hard to believe. So Shaun is looking at flights because he has to take care of some business in Japan. What is the business, Shaun? What do you have to take care of? And why is Victoria not asking those questions? He tells Victoria that he wants her to visit Japan, but Victoria thinks that he wants her to live there. And you know what? These two have a really big communication problem. Then Shaun tells Victoria his dream, which is to travel around the world, which is Victoria's idea of hell because she sees it as nomadic and she doesn't want a nomadic lifestyle. Victoria thought that when he came to visit England, he would be staying there permanently. Then they would split the time between Japan and England. But Shaun has to organize some fundamental things in Japan. Those are his words. And I want to know, what are those fundamental things, Shaun? Why didn't Victoria ask him that? These two are not on the same page about anything. So Victoria is not quite sure how she feels about Shaun going back to Japan. She meets with her friend Libby. She tells her that Shaun doesn't want to settle in the UK. She also tells her that his money seems bottomless and he won't tell her where all his money is coming from. Okay, so now we're finally realizing that Shaun is paying for things. I was under the impression that Victoria was paying for everything, and we still have no idea what Victoria does for a living and where her money is coming from. And it's so strange to me that it's edited in such a way for us to be really curious about what Shaun does for a living, but yet Victoria has never mentioned what she does for a living, but that doesn't seem to be a big deal. So it really makes me think that something is really shady with Shaun's occupation. But if I were Victoria, I would be concerned. She also told her friend that Shaun's dishonesty makes her not want to give herself to him 100%. Really? You think so? Her friend tells her that she would make him tell her the truth before going to Japan with him. How about tell your friend to break up with him? We find out that Shaun is planning to propose to Victoria. And I mean, that came out of nowhere. Shaun, how about you tell this girl the truth before you start proposing? So Shaun made miso soup while Victoria was out. The miso soup is very important in the family affairs, in his culture, he said. He had long stem roses for Victoria. He had the candles going. The little stuffed animals were even on the table. And he proposed to Victoria and she said no. At first, I think Victoria thought he was joking because she laughed at his proposal, but she does seem to giggle when she's nervous. So pretty much, according to Victoria, Shaun asked her to marry him by making miso soup, and she doesn't understand why. I don't understand what's going on with Shaun. Where was the ring? This proposal seemed to come out of nowhere, and it just seems like they've never talked about marriage before because Victoria seemed genuinely shocked. I think it was an impulsive proposal. He just woke up that day and said, hey, I think I'll just propose to Victoria. Anyway, like I said, she said no to his proposal, but she still wants to be in a relationship with him. I don't understand why she would still want to be in a relationship with this guy, and you don't know what he does for a living. For all you know, he could be an international spy.
Hi, I'm Shaun. I'm wanted in 7 seas. Brett might put a bounty on me. Do you want my video in your phone? Order my video on cameo.com. It's exclusive to you.
So she says she's not against moving to Japan, but she worries about how they're going to make money there. Then Shaun tells her not to worry about it because there's jobs everywhere in Japan, or an international spy, I would think. They do this little interview with a producer, and Victoria said she doesn't know what Shaun does for a job. This would have been the perfect time for Shaun to come clean, but he doesn't. He said that he's making money on YouTube and social media right now. Keep in mind that he has not uploaded a video in 3 years. I don't even think the channel is monetized anymore. So Shaun said basically he's getting money from past jobs. What were those past jobs? I want to know. I want to know the job title. I want to know what his responsibilities were. I want to know how much he was making at these past jobs. I want to know how much he's making from those past jobs right now. Anyway, Shaun said that he may need to go back to Japan for one visit. I guess he has to sort some things out, but we don't know what that is. But he's hoping that Victoria will come to Japan once in the future. Victoria agrees to visit Shaun in Japan at a later date, and she said that not getting married does not change how she feels about him. She loves him. But would you believe that her no to the proposal turned to a maybe in the future? My advice to Victoria is to not marry him until she finds out everything about him. Go to his LinkedIn and see what his resumes look like. Go online and do a background check on him. I don't know. I think that Victoria actually likes the mystery. That's what I think. Shaun and Victoria spend a couple more days together. They have decided that she's going to go back to her city. He's going to go to Japan. Shaun is going to spend 1 month in Japan doing who knows what. So Shaun and Victoria say their goodbyes at the airport, and they both hope they will continue their adventure together. So what do you guys think Shaun does for a living? How do you think he's making his money? And when he says that he gets money from past jobs, what does he mean by that? I want you guys to let me know. So what do you guys think of Shaun and Victoria? Okay, so thank you guys so very much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And if you have any hot tea for me, message me on Instagram. I love you guys. Bye.